Louis Vuitton, one of the world's most luxurious and recognizable fashion brands, is playing a game, a high-stakes treasure hunt worth billions of dollars. Imagine walking into a Louis Vuitton store, ready to buy a rare, exclusive piece, only to find out it doesn't exist, not on display, not in the catalog, not even available to the general public. So where are these ultra-luxury items hiding? And how do you get your hands on them? Louis Vuitton isn't just selling fashion, they're playing a high-stakes game of exclusivity, one that turns their most coveted pieces into hidden treasures. Some are quietly placed at secret events, others are locked behind invitation-only access, and a few are so rare that even die-hard collectors don't know they exist. This isn't just marketing hype, it's a real-life treasure hunt, where only those who crack the code gain access to fashion's most elusive prizes. Louis Vuitton has always been a brand that thrives on exclusivity, but in recent years, they've taken that to another level. Their treasure hunt isn't just about selling luxury items, it's about creating an experience. Unlike traditional fashion brands that release collections with a clear schedule, Louis Vuitton has mastered the art of secrecy. Clues to these rare pieces can be hidden anywhere, from cryptic announcements to secret in-store events, to even social media posts that look random but hold the key to an exclusive release. One of the earliest examples of this hidden game strategy was the brand's collaboration with League of Legends in 2019. On the surface, it looked like a simple crossover between high fashion and gaming. But for those paying close attention, there were hidden codes in the designs, codes that led to exclusive product drops. Only the most dedicated fans were able to put the pieces together and unlock the limited edition releases. Then there's the Virgil Abloh effect. When the legendary designer took over as Louis Vuitton's artistic director, he transformed the way the brand approached exclusivity. He didn't just design fashion, he built puzzles within his collections. Some of his pieces featured subtle hints, hidden numbers, colors, and stitching details that linked to secret releases. If you knew how to read between the lines, you could uncover exclusive Louis Vuitton pieces that weren't even being publicly sold. But what's the real reward for those who crack the code? The answer is simple: money and status. These rare hidden Louis Vuitton items aren't just luxury fashion pieces, they are investment assets. For example, Louis Vuitton steamer trunks from the early 1900s, which were once considered travel essentials for the wealthy, have become some of the most valuable collectibles today. One of these vintage trunks, discovered after being hidden away for decades, was later auctioned for over $100,000. That's the kind of treasure we're talking about. Then there's the Air Force One X Louis Vuitton sneaker collection, a collaboration between Louis Vuitton and Nike, designed by Virgil Abloh. Originally released for around $2,500, these sneakers are now being resold for over $100,000 per pair. What makes them even more special? Some versions were only available to a select few insiders, making them almost impossible to obtain unless you were part of the hunt. Another example of Louis Vuitton's hidden treasures comes from their collaborations with artists like Takashi Murakami and Jeff Koons. Some of their co-designed Louis Vuitton bags were released in such limited numbers that their resale value has skyrocketed into the millions. Murakami's multicolored monogram bags, once a staple of early 2000s fashion, are now rare collector's items fetching insane prices on the secondary market. But the ultimate prize in Louis Vuitton's treasure hunt isn't something you can find in a store or even online. It's their private client program. This is the holy grail of luxury shopping. If you're part of this ultra-exclusive club, you get access to one-of-a-kind Louis Vuitton pieces that will never be sold to the public. Imagine owning a custom-designed Louis Vuitton trunk, crafted with rare materials, created specifically for you, with no other copy in existence. That's the kind of next-level luxury Louis Vuitton's treasure hunt is leading people toward. So why does Louis Vuitton do this? Why would a brand that could easily sell millions of dollars worth of products every day choose to hide some of its most valuable pieces from the general public? Why not just put them on display and let customers buy them like any other luxury item? The answer lies in psychology, specifically the psychology of desire, exclusivity, and perceived value. The harder something is to get, the more valuable it becomes. It's human nature. We crave what we can't easily have. This is the same reason why VIP clubs, invite-only events, and members-only experiences feel so desirable. The moment you tell people that something is reserved for a select few, it immediately increases in value, not just financially, but also socially. Owning something rare becomes a status symbol, a way to prove your exclusivity and elite status in a world obsessed with standing out. Louis Vuitton has perfected this strategy by making their most sought-after items almost impossible to obtain through traditional shopping. Their ultra-limited releases create a sense of urgency and intense demand. People line up outside Louis Vuitton stores for days, sometimes even weeks, just for a chance to purchase a limited edition item. These aren't just ordinary shoppers, they're fashion collectors, sneakerheads, and luxury enthusiasts who are willing to go to extreme lengths to get their hands on a rare Louis Vuitton piece. Some even pay personal shoppers or plugs thousands of dollars just to secure an item before it sells out. And that's not all. Louis Vuitton doesn't just limit their products by quantity, they also make them difficult to track down. Sometimes, exclusive pieces are only available at specific store locations or at pop-up events that aren't widely advertised. Other times, they are quietly sold to VIP clients before the general public even knows they exist. By keeping certain collections hidden, Louis Vuitton turns its rarest pieces into mystical, unattainable treasures, forcing customers to hunt them down like a game. This scarcity drives up resale prices, making Louis Vuitton not just a fashion brand, but an investment. The rarer an item is, the more expensive it becomes on secondary markets. A limited-run Louis Vuitton sneaker that retailed for $2,500 can later sell for $100,000 or more simply because there were so few made. Even older Louis Vuitton collections that were once widely available now fetch insane resale prices, proving that the brand's exclusivity strategy only adds to its long-term value. But Louis Vuitton isn't alone in using this tactic. Some of the biggest luxury brands in the world, like Rolex and Hermès, follow the same playbook. Rolex is notorious for its long wait lists and limited inventory, ensuring that even customers with money can't just walk in and buy a Daytona or Submariner watch on demand. The scarcity makes the watches feel even more desirable and drives up their market value. Hermès takes it a step further with their Birkin bags, one of the most infamous status symbols in luxury fashion. You can't just walk into an Hermès store and buy a Birkin. The brand carefully selects who gets the opportunity to purchase one, often requiring customers to build a purchase history and spend thousands of dollars on other Hermès products before they are even offered a chance to buy a Birkin. The result? A massive demand and resale market, where Birkins are sometimes flipped for 3 to 4 times their original price. The message is clear. If anyone could buy it, it wouldn't be special. Luxury isn't just about quality, it's about exclusivity, rarity, and status. And Louis Vuitton has turned this idea into an art form, ensuring that their most coveted pieces are always just out of reach, unless you're willing to go the extra mile to find them. But here's the real question. Is this the future of luxury? Because let's be honest, the way people shop for high-end fashion is changing. Gone are the days when you could simply walk into a store, pick up a bag, and walk out. Now, it's about the chase, the exclusivity, the experience. Louis Vuitton isn't just selling products anymore. They're selling an adventure. They're turning luxury shopping into a game where only the most dedicated fans can access the most valuable prizes. And this trend is only going to grow. The brand is ramping up their mystery releases, creating more hidden collaborations, and ensuring that only those who truly understand their world get access to their rarest creations. So the next time you see Louis Vuitton drop a cryptic social media post, launch a weird but intriguing collaboration, or release a product that seems impossible to buy, pay attention. Because it might just be your ticket to discovering the next billion-dollar treasure. So what do you think? Is this genius marketing or just another way to make luxury even more exclusive? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Who knows? Maybe next time we'll uncover another hidden treasure.